As space exploration heats up in countries around the world, in the United States, manned space programs have been scaled down. It has been 2 years since the space shuttle Atlantis landed at Kennedy Space Center. Since then, several commercial companies have been vying for a spot on the center's launch pad. Callebs takes a look at the future of the U.S. space program in this report.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
In the United States, manned spaceflight came to an abrupt halt in July of 2011 when the shuttle Atlantis came in for a safe landing at the Kennedy Space Center. So for the last 2 years, and for years to come, the United States is forced to hitch a ride to the International Space Station on Russian Soyuz flights. It's a far cry from the glory days of the space race and the effort to put a man on the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The most significant event in space exploration happened more than 40 years ago, Apollo 11's successful lunar landing. So where is the United States these days in the battle for the great beyond?
I'd put us at the top of the heap. Probably not quite as clearly as I would have 5, 10, or 20 years ago. We are still the world leader, and we need to work hard to maintain that position because there are countries nipping at the heels.
Michael Lopez Alegria has insight that few can match. A former U.S. astronaut, he's flown in space 3 times, including a marathon 7-month stint on the International Space Station. With the space shuttle mothballed and the next version of manned spaceflight, Orion, still years away, NASA looks to other advances, including landing a rover on Mars.
We go from 13,000 miles an hour to 0 in 7 minutes.
But most of NASA's big plans to explore remain on paper, and so much of that depends on government funding. At around $16 to $17 billion annually, paying for NASA represents about 1/2% of the annual U.S. budget.
For such a small investment, we get such great return. Inspiration, pride, technology, education, not to mention their real jobs.
The U.S. is the clear leader in privately funded space exploration.
I think it's been demonstrated in the past that it's the role of government to do sort of the difficult exploration, opening of frontiers, and then when commerce can make a go of it in whatever's been developed, then they should.
So while NASA shoots for Mars, Lopez Alegria says private companies can ferry payloads back and forth to the International Space Station. And in coming years, many companies have their sights set on space tourism. Commercial success may be the spark that reinvigorates U.S. interest in the space program, and hope that its golden years are not in the rearview mirror. Callebs, CCTV, Washington.